What's up, Gemini? This is Marcus from King of Leo's Oracle. Got another reading for you. So we're going to see what is going to happen for you during Pisces season. So we're going to check some energies here. I'm going to do some tarot. I'm going to pull some oracle cards here for you and see what's going to happen during Pisces season. All right? So universe, ancestors, spirit guides, deities of the light, archangels of the light, please give me a message for Gemini for what's going to happen during Pisces season. Okay. So I have this one here. So we have the Seven of Cups, Six of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Chariot. Okay. So more than just looking at this here, it looks like you're going to have a lot of different choices, or maybe you've had some confusion about this new direction that you've been trying to head. All right, here's the Queen of Pentacles. Let's get a few more cards here for you, Gemini. Okay. So I can see you're definitely showing up in the reading. All right, Two of Cups. All right, so a bunch of cards came out for you, so I'm just gonna pull them all. Okay. All right, the bottom of the deck energy is the King of Cups. All right, so Gemini, so just from what I can see here, all right, first you're starting off with the Seven of Cups. So you have the Seven of Cups here. The Seven of Cups is about having a lot of choices, possibly confusion about direction or what you want to choose. With the Seven of Cups here, this is about trying to figure out what direction you're going to go. Now, I see that you also have the Chariot card here, okay, which is another 7. So it looks like possibly you're confused about which direction you want to go. It looks like you might have some travel plans or change of direction in your future because you have the Six of Swords, okay, and you also have the Chariot again. So with the Six of Swords and the Chariot, this is just letting me know that possibly you're going to be on a trip, or you're going to be making a decision to go on a trip or possibly a vacation. This also could just mean that you're changing directions, possibly for a job. You're trying to put all the information together to try to make the right decision because of the fact that you have a lot of different options of which way you can go and what you can do. All right. We have the Queen of Swords here, which is you showing up in the reading. You know, as you know, the Queen of Swords, this could represent Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. All right. So just from those first energies there, you're having a hard time making a decision, or you might have some confusion about which direction to go on this trip or on this journey that you're heading to. But with this Chariot, this means that you are going to put everything together and you are going to figure out which direction you need to go. With the Queen of Swords is a very intelligent person. They use their intuition, but they also use their past experience to make decisions. Usually with the Queen of Swords, anytime they've had something bad happen to them in the past, they're able to kind of weigh that in on their decisions, and they don't allow those things to kind of affect them for the future. You know, as you can see here, she has her sword, and now she has the sword, it's pointing to the universe. But at the tip of the sword is illuminated. So this is saying that she's going to use her brain. She's going to use her illumination to make that correct decision and to make sure that whatever decision is made is going to go in the right direction. Now, I also see here, if you notice, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 white birds. Now, birds usually represent spirit, or they usually represent angels that are flying around you. And the preceding card, which you can see, is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is looking at the Queen of Swords. Okay, so you have 6 swords here, then you have 6 birds flying, and it's looking in the direction of the Queen of Swords. All right. Now, if you look at the coloring of the clothes, the Queen of Swords has purple on, and then she also has a crown, which is blue. So you're not going to have a problem expressing yourself or saying what you need to do or what you may need for your trip or for this destination that you're heading to. And with the energy in the bottom of the deck is the King of Cups and also the Queen of Wands. You know, you're going to be able to kind of showcase who you are and be able to speak about yourself without any problems. Right? Now, the Queen of Pentacles, this is a really good card. Now, depending on what your direction is, whether you're going on a trip or going on vacation, or maybe you're trying a new direction in life, the Queen of Pentacles is saying that things are going to be very fruitful. Queen of Pentacles is a person that makes you very comfortable. She's good at starting a business and maintaining a business. This will also represent a person coming in your life that's an earth sign, so that could be Virgo, Capricorn, or also a Taurus that may be giving some information or may be helpful to you. This also can be part of your chart. But with this card coming in, you'll see this, the peacock is here. The peacock is about showing your colors and about kind of, not necessarily flossing, but kind of showing the beauty that you have within you because of the fact that you know that things are very fruitful. She also has the purple, and then she has the green, which is covering her body. So this is representing earth, this is representing the heart, and then you have the Japanese cherry blossoms, which have pink, which represents love and friendship. So things look like they're going to be working out for you, whatever decision you decide, to do for this journey. Now, with this, you have the world card. Though the world card is about completion, it's about victory, it's about reaching the next level, kind of that final destination. So just from seeing the energies you have here, you have really good energy going, showing that you've learned a lesson, and that the decision that you do decide to make is going to be a good decision on this trip that you're deciding to head in. If you notice all these different signs, they all have wings, which also represents flight or represents traveling. And you can see that this laurel, which is in the middle, is representing victory. So things are going to be victorious here for you, and they're going to work out. All right. Now you have the Two of Cups. Right? Now, the Two of Cups can represent a few different things. It can represent love. It can represent a relationship or a connection with someone you have, whether this is a love relationship, this is going to be a close relationship with a family member. This will also be a close relationship with work. This also could represent a union of any type. So maybe you starting a new business with someone and you guys sign a contract to work together, or maybe you work for a government entity, or you work for a city entity, and this is saying that you're going to get a union job. So these things are working well for you. As you can see, the two cups are connected and they're close. There's a rainbow flowing through it, which means that you're going to get that with that gold that's at the end of the rainbow. Now, with the fish jumping in between, this is telling you that the waters are calm, and that usually whenever you see fish jumping in a river, or you see fish jumping, that lets you know that it's healthy. That lets you know that things are vibrant, that things are going to grow, and things are living from there. All right. Now you also have the Wheel of Fortune. Now with the Wheel of Fortune card, this is really good. And I feel like for you, Gemini, this is going to be good because the Wheel of Fortune kind of represents when the universe is aligned and things are going to turn kind of in your favor. Now with the Wheel of Fortune, it doesn't always guarantee that things will be in your favor, but with the X, which means the 10, that means that it's the end of a cycle and it's kind of starting a new cycle. Kind of think about like the old rotary phones. For you to start the cycle, you'd have to go, then you'd have to let that go, and then have to go all the way back to the beginning before you could start again. Right? Show my age a little bit, but with the Wheel of Fortune, this is saying that Saturn is in your favor and that things are kind of going in your favor and they're going to work towards your direction. As long as you have good karma and you've been working towards a certain thing, that energy that you've been putting into it should be beneficial, should be fruitful for you. All right. Now next we have the Four of Swords. Now Four of Swords, this is representative of a person who's relaxing, they're resting, they're meditating. Now this depiction, sometimes people see it as morbid, but in the medieval times, soldiers used to go out to war. And before they went out to war, they would actually have a coffin made for them so that their family wouldn't have to worry about it just in case anything did happen to them. But when they survived the war, they would come home to their family and they would actually go to the church and they would actually sit on the coffin that was made for them. And they'd actually thank the universe or thank God for them to be able to come home to a safe, from safety. This is representative of meditation. This is representative of healing. This is representative of, taking a break sometimes. Now, with the Three of Swords here, you may have had, above you mentally or something of that nature, something that was strenuous, something that was stressful. And then beneath you have the One Sword, which is representative of the Ace. And that could be saying that you have a new way of thinking of things, a new outlook, and things are going to be positive for you. All right. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles, you see this gentleman's working hard, meticulously making sure that they make their work quality. So this is a card of mastery. So this is saying, and the eights are about new cycles. So this is saying here that you've been working on your craft, you've been working on your skill, and whether you decide to choose from all the different options that you have, you already have the skill. You already have worked on your craft to make it good enough. So don't question yourself anymore. You've already put in the work. Now it's just time for you to go on that journey, whether it's starting yourself a new business, being clear of all your thoughts about what you're going to do next, and then kind of putting it all together so that you make it to the destination, you make it to completion. And from what it looks like, it's going to be beneficial to you. Like I said, the Queen of Pentacles is a person that can start a business and maintain a business. And with the Eight of Pentacles, this means that you've put the hard work in, you've kind of mastered it, and over time, you've been able to repetitiously do the same thing over and over and over to the point now that you have mastery in it. Okay? All right, so just looking at this here, we'll see if we can get you some oracle cards to kind of clarify or give you any energies here that might answer your questions. All right, so here's giving me a clear message: angels, spirit guides, ancestors, most high, archangels, and deities of the light. He's giving me, okay? So we have great power. Okay. This looks like a really, really good card. All right, and then let's see here. We'll get one more for you from the top oracle. All right, so this last one. All right, so we have the Wanderer. All right, so this is pretty cool. So I'll start with this great power card. So the three power, if you notice, is 34. 3 plus 4 is 7, which you have the Chariot, which is the 7, and you have the 7 of Cups. All right, so that's just letting you know that 777, you might be seeing that synchronicity, or if you might be seeing that, you can even look, this lightning bolt has the little 7 on the top. Strength of character, authority, dignity and influence, self-confidence, leadership, peak condition, and potency. So as you can see in this picture here, this person is culminating all of their energy, and you can see there in the middle they have the yin and yang sign. So this is their balance of their masculine energies and their feminine energies to be able to kind of create that new power. And you can see the dragon is coming from within them. Now in martial arts and in Chinese theory, there's something called the wuxing. And in the wuxing, basically you balance each energy, and as you get each energy, the last energy, which is the fifth, which is the 5, which 5 represents change, is the dragon. And so, just to give you an example, like Shaolin Kung Fu, they have the snake, they have the tiger, they have the panther, they have the snake, the tiger, the panther, they have the monkey, sometimes they might have the eagle, and then they'll have the dragon. And once you put, or the crane, once you put those 5 energies together, sometimes I have you work on the snake first, then get to the crane. Then once you go from the crane, you go to the tiger, then you go to the panther. Then that 5th level is the dragon. Right? And so it looks like after culminating all of that energy, just like with the chariot, right? If you think about the old chariots, they would have two animals on the end, whether they were horses or, whether they were wolves or what may have you. They would have to balance them because the animal could run one direction, the other animal could run the other direction. So they'd have to balance the two so that they were all focused on the right direction. Okay, so I think that that's something that you're going to master during Pisces season, and that's going to work out for you really good, Gemini. All right. Now, for this Gemini here, we have the 56, which is the Wanderer. Now, just looking at this, just off the surface, this kind of gives me the Hermit vibes, because you have a monk here with white hair, with the white hair representing knowledge, and they're holding their rod, and things are kind of foggy in the distance. This says traveling, adventure, movement, coping with unfamiliarity, a pilgrimage, aloneness, and broadening your horizons. So this goes perfectly with the 6 of Swords and the Chariot, because these cards represent going on a trip or going on a journey. And this Wanderer card saying that you're going to be traveling on an adventure. There's going to be movement, and you're going to have to cope with unfamiliarity. So you're going to be on this trip where you might not be comfortable, you might not be sure of the direction of everything, of where everything is going, but be sure that things are going to work out for you, as long as you keep that open mind and try to broaden your horizons to try to learn. All right. Let's see what else we have for you. See if we can get you 2 moon cards. See what moonology energy we have here for you. So, have this on top. Step out of your comfort zone. Look at the bigger picture. And a win-win outcome is forecast. All right, so we look to get you 2 and you got 3. So we'll start first with this one. So this is step out of your comfort zone. Okay, so this is North Node. So if you don't know your birth chart, find out about your North Node. If you don't know about the North Node and the South Node, and in Chinese astrology, the South Node is the tail and the North Node is the head. So the tail is where you've already been, okay? And that's usually represents the sign that you may have been in a past life. Your North Node is who you are in your current life and where you're supposed to go. To give you an example, and one example would be Aquarius as the South Node and Leo as the North Node. So Aquarius is where you were, and that's the energy that you had in your past life, which is a remnant that goes on with you to your current life. And then you're supposed to be a Leo growing into for the North Node going to your current life. So that Leo energy is what you're supposed to embody going forward. Okay, so maybe take some time to look at your birth chart and find out what your North Node is, and that might give you some insight on this. All right, look at the bigger picture. All right, full moon in Sagittarius. Now the Sagittarius, funny is, it's also about traveling, and it's also about aiming and hitting the target. Okay, so as we have here, look at the bigger picture. Maybe you taking some time off maybe taking some relaxed time with the 4 of Swords to rest and relax and go on a vacation, go on a journey. Maybe you need some time to kind of think about the future so you can look at the bigger picture and figure out what's next for you or what might be best for you. All right. In the end, you have really good energy. It says a win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So it looks like here it's showing that things are going to balance here for you, and that, as you can see, you have the Wheel of Fortune, and then you also have the World card. Now, usually these are levels. So it looks like you've completed a cycle, okay? And in the time that you've completed this cycle, you actually have the wheel spinning and turning in your favor. Now, possibly from what this says, the win-win outcome is forecast. More than likely, in the full moon in Libra, this energy might show up where you can actually see where things are balancing out or where the win-win is coming from. Or this will say to you that this is when things will actually change. But this is all going to be initiated during the Pisces season. All right? So this is all I have for you now. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. Thank you so much for your time, Gemini. I hope to see you soon. Read some in the description box so you can get my information. If you'd like to donate, my information will be there in the description box. Also, I'm looking forward to having people email me. I'm going to be doing some free readings just to kind of get my name out there so that people can see what I can do. Thanks for your time, and hope you enjoy. Peace.